Previous video we had seen about your series resonance. So we'll see the continuation of series resonance. In this we'll see the quality factor. So quality factor, the sharpness of your resonance curve. That is, your sharpness of the resonance in your resonance circuit is going to be measured quantitatively by a term called quality factor Q. So your quality factor is going to be related as the ratio of the maximum or the peak energy that is going to be stored in the circuit to the energy dissipated by the circuit in per cycle of oscillation. So here we say that Q is equal to 2 pi into peak energy stored in the circuit divided by energy dissipated by the circuit in one period at resonance. So it can be also as a measure of energy storage property of the circuit. So we have your inductance and capacitance that can store energy there. So it relates to the measure of the energy that is going to be stored in the inductive or the capacitance component in relation to your energy dissipation property there. So in the series RLC circuit, we are going to find out the quality factor Q. So Q is equal to 2 pi into the energy stored in your inductor is going to be half Li square divided by your half into I square R into 1 by Fr. So you can write it as 2 pi Fr into L by R. So 2 pi Fr is nothing but omega R into L by R. Or I can write in terms, it will be 1 by omega R CR. Or if I simplify it, it is going to be 1 by R root of L by C. So these are the different formulas for your quality factor. Next is, we are going to define your quality factor as a ratio of the reactive power to average power. So the reactive power is nothing but the power that is going to be present across your capacitance or your inductor to the average power of the resistor there. So for inductive reactance, it is going to be Q is equivalent to reactive power by average power. Reactive power is I square XL divided by average power is I square R. So I square gets cancelled. So it is nothing but omega R L by R. So for capacitive reactance, your XL at XC at resonance is going to be Q is equivalent to reactive power by average power. That is nothing but I square XC by I square R. So it is 1 by Xc is nothing but 1 by omega R CR, 1 by omega RC. So it is 1 by omega R CR. So now we are going to see what is going to be the voltage with respect to your current there. So when we say that your frequency is going to be less than your resonant frequency, it is going to behave as a capacitive circuit. That means your I is going to lead the voltage by 90 degrees there. So we write it as your I is going to lead your voltage Vc by 90 degrees. So it is Vc minus VL because it is going to behave as a capacitive circuit. If I complete the parallelogram, I am going to have the resultant vector where it is going to make an angle of minus phi. That is in the negative direction. Next is when F is equal to Fr, the circuit is going to behave as a resistive circuit. That means your V and I are going to be in phase. So in phase means the phi is going to be 0. And next is the third condition is when F is going to be greater than Fr. So that means that it is going to behave, circuit is going to behave as an inductive circuit there. So inductive circuit means the voltage across the inductor is going to be VL minus VC. So it is going to lead your current by 90 degrees. So or we say that in terms of I, it is I lags your voltage by 90 degrees there. So if I complete the parallelogram, it is going to make an resultant vector is going to make an angle of phi there. Next is the voltage across the RLC elements at resonance. So here in this case, now across each element we are going to see what is going to be the voltage. So VR is equal to IR, the current through the resistance is going to be IR into R. So here it is your maximum current can flow through the resistance, so IM into R. IM is nothing but V by R into R is nothing but V. So the voltage across the resistance is equal to the voltage across the supply voltage V. So next is the voltage across the inductor at Fr at resonant frequency. So VL is equal to XL into IL. What is XL? XL is omega R into L. Into IL is the maximum current is IM. So IM is nothing but V by R. So here in this case it is going to be omega R L by R into V. So omega R L by R is nothing but Q into V. So we say that the voltage across the inductance is equivalent to Q into V. Next is the voltage across the capacitance at Fr is Vc is equal to Xc into Ic. Xc is what? 1 by Rc into Im. So here 1 by omega Rc into V by R. So here it is here 1 by omega R CR into V, that is nothing but Q into V. So voltage across the capacitance is equal to Q into V. Next is the voltage is across their RLC elements at resonance. So here we are going to define it in terms of your quality factor. So it is going to be defined as the quality factor, or it is going to be called as the magnification factor, voltage magnification. Because VC, or the voltage across the capacitance or voltage across the inductance, is going to be equivalent to your Q times multiplied by the source voltage there. So here in this case, your series RLC circuit, the values of your VL and VC, if you are going to see, it is going to be either QV or QC there. So it is going to be very large. Voltage across your inductance and capacitance is going to be very large at resonance, and it can lead to component damage if not recognized properly. And we have to so here in this case, Q is equivalent to WR by L, or it is W1 by omega R CR, or we can have it as 1 by R root of L by C. So here the value of the voltage across the inductance and capacitance should be properly maintained. Otherwise it can damage the component there. So next is the voltage across the RLC elements. So RLC elements, in this case, if I am going to have your frequency, your potential difference there. So here we are going to have your voltage across the resistance is going to be this curve, and your current, the maximum current, series resistance, I will be having the maximum current at resonant frequency, that is your blue color curve. And next is we are going to have the current, that is your inductance. Inductance is at less than your FR, it is going to behave as a capacitive this one. So here with respect to frequency, your voltage is also going to increase. At resonant frequency it will be maximum, and after your resonant frequency it is going to behave as an inductive circuit. Your voltage, because frequency increases means your reactive capacitance increases. Reactive capacitance increases means your current decreases there. So in this case it is decreasing. Similarly, your VC will be opposite to that of your VL. Next is the bandwidth and half power frequencies. So in a series RLC circuit at resonance, the maximum power is PR is equal to I square max into R, where I max is equal to V by R at resonance. So the bandwidth is going to represent the range of frequencies. So here where the power level is going to be at least half of the maximum power level there. So PR by 2 is equal to I max square into R by 2. So it is I max by root 2 the whole square into R. So the bandwidth of the circuit can also be defined as the frequency range between the half power points. So half power points when I is equal to I max by root 2. Next is a bandwidth and half power frequencies. The conditions for half power is going to be given as I is equal to I max by root 2, or we can have it as V by R into root 2. So I max is nothing but V by R, so V by root 2 into R. So the impedance at half power frequencies is going to be root 2 R. So the vertical lines on either side of the I is going to indicate that the magnitude of the current is going to be under consideration there. But the phase angle will not be neglected, because we have either a leading phase angle or a lagging phase angle there. The impedance corresponding to the half power point is going to be root 2 times R, phase angle plus or minus 45 degrees there. Next is the impedance in the complex form can be written as R plus R into 1 plus or minus J1. So here in this case for half power it is going to be I is equal to V by R into 1 plus or minus J1. So on Z is equivalent to R into 1 plus or minus J into 1. So at half power points, the phase angle of the current is going to be 45 degrees. So below resonant frequency at omega 1, the circuit is capacity omega R. The circuit is going to act as a capacitive circuit, and it can be written as R into 1 minus J1. Above the resonant frequency omega R, that is omega 2, the circuit will behave as an inductive circuit, and Z impedance can be written as R into 1 plus J1. Bandwidth and half power frequencies. So a total impedance is going to be given as R plus J into omega L minus 1 by omega C. So if I take out your J outside, so here in this case if I rewrite it R, if I take it inside, it is going to be R into 1 plus J into omega L by R minus 1 by omega CR. So at half power points it is going to be Z is equivalent to R into 1 plus or minus J1. By comparison we can say that omega L by R minus 1 by omega CR is equal to plus or minus 1. So if I compare these two expressions, it is plus or minus 1 there. So Q is equal to omega r L by R, or it is equal to 1 by omega r C R. So now if I multiply and divide with omega r, our expression is going to be omega L by R into omega r by R minus 1 by omega C R into omega r by omega r is equal to plus or minus 1. So omega by omega r into your omega r L by R is nothing but your Q. So this term is going to be your Q term. So Q into omega by omega r, and this is going to be another Q term. So Q into omega by omega r by omega there. So here we can write it as your plus or minus 1. So Q into omega minus omega by omega r minus omega r by omega is equal to plus or minus 1. So for omega 2, it is going to be W is going to be replaced by W2, and for omega 1, it is going to be W is going to be replaced by W1. So here in this case, for W2, it is going to be Q into W2 by WR minus WR by W2 is equivalent to plus 1. For omega 1, it is going to be Q into W1 by WR minus WR by W1 is equivalent to minus 1. So next is the half power frequencies W2 and W1 can be obtained as W2 is equal to, if I simplify that equation, it is going to be WR by 2Q plus WR into square root of 1 plus 1 by 4Q square. Similarly, W1 is equal to minus WR by 2Q plus WR into square root of 1 plus 1 by 4Q square. So the bandwidth can be said as W2 minus W1. That is nothing but WR by Q. So bandwidth is equivalent to resonant frequency divided by your quality factor. So the resonant frequency in terms of W2, W1 is going to be WR is equivalent to square root of W1, W2. So the bandwidth can be also expressed as your W2 minus W1 is equivalent to, if I substitute the values of WR, it is 1 by root LC, and Q is going to be WR L by C. So if I substitute it and simplify it, it is going to be R by L radians per second. Or I can write as F2 minus F1 is equal to R by 2 pi L radians or hertz. If it is in omega angular frequency, then we call it as radians per second. If it is in frequency, we call the units as hertz. For Q greater than 1, WR minus W1 is equivalent to approximately bandwidth by 2. So W1 is equivalent to WR minus bandwidth by 2. So here W1 is equivalent to WR minus bandwidth is nothing but here R by L. So R by 2L radians per second. So similarly, W2 minus WR is equivalent to bandwidth by 2. So W2 is equivalent to WR plus bandwidth by 2. So W2 is equivalent to WR plus bandwidth is nothing but R by L. So into 1 by 2 radians per second. So the conclusion is, your voltages which is going to appear across the reactive part of the circuit may be cancelled out, and it may be many times greater than the supply voltage there. So here the factor of magnification, the Q factor, the voltage magnification in the series circuit is going to be called as the Q factor or the voltage magnification. So the factor of magnification, that is the voltage magnification in series circuit, is going to be called as the Q factor there. So an RLC circuit is going to accept maximum current from the source at resonance, because the reactive parts cancel out each other, only the resistive part is going to be there, and it will have maximum current. So we call this circuit to be an acceptor circuit. Thank you.